In 2018, the World Health Organization recognized for the first time aging as a disease. This is not to mean that if you have accumulated a certain number of years that you are sick. No, we are not talking about chronological aging. We are talking about cellular or biological aging. You know, the kind of aging that damages your cells, because life, biological life, happens in the cells. The kind of aging that damages your cells, leading to the damage of your organs, leading to poor quality of life, eventually leading to death. So we are talking about biological or cellular aging. All right? Now, this is why it's important for you to know this, or to understand, and also to know what you can do about it. Now, we have identified, as various scientists in different disciplines of science, we have identified in the last 4 years, since that time, you know, aging was recognized as a disease, we have identified 9 markers of aging. All right? Now, when you look at these markers of aging, you realize that the same markers, you know, hallmarks of aging that are responsible for lifestyle diseases, you know, or metabolic diseases, or what we call non-communicable diseases, you know, starting from cancer, Alzheimer's disease, cardiovascular diseases, arthritis, neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's disease, dementia, Parkinson's, obesity. You know, obesity is also a disease. Depression. You know, currently we have an epidemic of depression all over the world. These diseases are called lifestyle diseases, and the same markers that are responsible for these markers of aging, for these diseases, are the same markers that are responsible for biological or cellular aging. So why not eliminate or reverse some of these markers of aging, and with it reverse these diseases, because most of them you can't cure them. All right? Let me give you just an example. Let me give you an example too, so that you can understand where we are going. When you look at one of the markers of aging called cellular senescence. Senescent cells are what people call dead cells, but they are not dead cells actually. They are cells which are in a permanent state of arrest. That means they cannot subdivide. And this one is one of the hallmarks of aging. Now, when you have senescent cells in your skin, you develop what we call wrinkles, you know, on your face or somewhere else. But when you have senescent cells in your bloodstream, in your arteries, and in your veins, we call that atherosclerosis, you know, because they calcify, and we say you have a cardiovascular disease. So you see, in one instance, we think it is natural. We call it natural. We call wrinkles natural. But we call, when the same condition happens in your veins, in your arteries, we call it a cardiovascular disease. So you see, why not combine them? You know, the diseases that are caused by these markers and aging, why not first try to cure aging? And in the last 4 years, we have made a lot of advances in these sciences of aging. We have been able to reverse actually aging in some animals. We have been able to extend lifespan for up to 5 times. You know, that is like a human being living 500 years. Of course, I'm not saying that you can live 500 years. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that we have now come to a point where we can shift some of these benefits to humans and extend both their health span and their lifespan, because there's a difference between a health span and a lifespan. The health span is a time of your life that you live in a healthy state, and the lifespan is the total sum of your years. So if you can bridge the lifespan and the health span and make somebody to live all his time on earth in a healthy state, we'll have achieved our goal. Now, it was important before this this condition was recognized as a disease, we could not create interventions. I'll tell you why, because you need to know why. The first reason is because we need to create cure for any disease, including aging now, because aging is a disease and we are now creating these cures. To create any cure for any disease, especially a new disease or a newly recognized disease, you need collaboration between researchers, financiers, policymakers, doctors, and others. You need to create some metrics, because you need terms of engagement. You need terms of engagement, because a researcher needs, researchers usually are in universities. Most of them are scientists and other institutions. You need to create some metrics to join up this, so that these researchers can collaborate, knowing what they're working upon. You need those kind of terms of engagement. The financier needs to know how will I get my money back. The policymakers, these are mostly, sometimes even politicians. They want to know how can this benefit my people. You need to involve doctors, because doctors are custodians of a lot of data, pathological data, data on pathology they are custodian of a lot of data on human pathologies or human diseases. So you need to create this kind of metrics to join these people together, and we needed the World Health Organization to first recognize aging as a disease so that we can move forward. So now we are in the process of creating some of these interventions, and we have done a lot of them successfully. In my channel, I dwell mostly in my channel. I speak about some of these markers of aging, how you can reverse them, and how you can, with that, reap the benefits of reversing some of these cardiovascular diseases, some of these lifestyle diseases, including obesity. Obesity is a disease, including depression, including cancer. Not curing them, but reversing them and avoiding them, and at the same time extending your lifespan and your health span for good health. Finally, let me introduce myself. My name is Pish, Spish. I started my career in journalism. I'm a journalist, but at some point I took advantage of a program offered by University of Tokyo, and I did genetics. So right now I'm involved in a lot of research in this area of aging and biotechnology, and I'm now a full scientist. I was obese. I had a lot of autoimmune conditions, 3 of them. One of vitiligo, which I had been told cannot be healed, and I had vitiligo patches all over my body, and now you can see it's only on my hands. I healed myself. I reversed my obesity, and if you are watching this today, I have a lot of information in this channel that can help you to make a similar journey on your health, and we can move together for you and for your family. You can subscribe to my channel. You can also visit my website,